History. Kix was first released in 1969. It could handle 50 BTAM terminals, 100 programs, and 50 queues. Firstly, Kix was introduced in 1969. When it was introduced, it could handle only 50 BTAM terminals, means 50 users. Where users BTAM is the connection technique where users interface to Kix. 100 programs. When 6 was first introduced, it will run only 100 programs, 50 queues. There are only 50 queues in Kix, where for input, output, and execution queues are 50. Kix today. What are the Kix we are using today? Can handle more than 9 lakh concurrent users. Like 9 lakh concurrent users can simultaneously connect to the Kix and can access it, and can run 250 million transactions per day. Kix. In Kix, we can run 250 million. It is 25 crore transactions per day. More than 25 crore transactions for handling in Kix today. It is about introduction.
KICS, Customer Information Control System. It is abbreviation of KICS. Customer Information Control in the sense it will take information from the customer, like what is the customer name, customer number, customer ID, and customer address, and the rest of the things, and the customer request. It will take that request and it will access the database. If the customer request refers to access some data or the customer requests a data, it will take from the database and it will give it to the customer. The customer who made that request, it will give it to the customer who made that request. In that manner, the information was controlled, what it sends from the abbreviation. What is it? What is Kix? What does it do? What is it and what does the Kix do? Firstly, Kix is an online transaction processing system. Online transaction in the sense it is user interactive. Online means when when we make a request, we will get the immediate response. Suppose in a merchant shop, when we are making a transaction, after the shopping was done, when we are about to pay, when we're making a transaction, it will immediately, the what are the transaction server, like when we are paying with the phone pay, the transaction will be completed within the seconds. Within the seconds, we will pay the bill, and within the seconds, we will get the response on the request. When we pay the bill, it will check for our customer ID, what we are using, or our bank details. Those all details were checked within the seconds, and it will check for the eligible amount or there in an account. When we are eligible for the transaction, then the server update the details in the database, like the money is deposited, money is debited from our account, the debited money is updated, and the credited money will be updated, and the merchant shop will receive the money. Both the transactions were made within the seconds. Online transaction in the sense it is user interactive. User interactive in the sense like when we given the request, we will get the immediate response. It is user interactive. It is user interface. What does it do? It do instantaneous online transactions. Instantaneous online transactions, as we refer, instantaneous in the sense we will get the immediate response. When we given the request, we will get the immediate response. It is termed as instantaneous. When we given a response, we will get the immediate response. When we given a request, we will get the immediate response. How it is possible? There are many transaction servers before the Kix. From here, we are performing online transaction. Why this online transaction is possible? It is possible because of a database. DB in the sense it is database and a data communication server. Database and a data communication server in the world, any transaction, online transaction processing system like Kix should have this database and data communication server. Because of a database and a data communication server only, It can perform online transactions. Any transaction system will have this database and the data communication server. Example online ticket booking, ATM, etc. Online ticket booking as IRTC website, many were there online ticket booking site. In that, after the filling of all details, name, phone number, class, what are the class we are referring to, buy the ticket. After all the completion, the submission of details and the processing of transaction, after paying money, we will get the immediate receipt like the ticket is booked and the cost and the debited money and the credited money, everything we will get the receipt within the seconds. And ATM also when we perform money transfer, money credit, money deposit, withdrawal. Every transaction we will get the immediate response. We will get the immediate response and we will get a printed bill. These all systems are referred to a customer information control system KICS, online transaction. We will go through example what is a transaction and what is a unit of work. It will perform a transaction. For example, from our end, from user end, like we are making a transaction from a phone pay, we are sending money from a customer A, like from a customer A to customer B. Suppose we are sending a money from customer A to customer B. If person A sends money to person B using some transaction applications like phone pay, Google Pay, or some other money transaction applications, person A is transferring money to person B. See, from our end, from our user end, it appears to a single transaction for us. It appears to a single task, transaction task. What is meant by transaction? What is meant by task? What is meant by transaction and what is meant by a task? Task in the sense, transaction in the sense, task transaction. See, transaction in the sense unit of work. This is the unit of work. Then what is transaction? Here what is transaction? Handling the user interface, it is a task. Data retrieval and modification, it is a task. Communications with other applications, it is a task. Communications with network attached devices, it is a task. Transaction ID 4 character, it is a task. Unit of tasks or group of tasks grouped together as a transaction. If I make a money transaction, these four tasks will be there. If I make a money transaction, these four tasks will be there. These four tasks were performed when we are making a transaction. When we are making a transaction, these four tasks were performed. We will see a brief example of a transaction is performed and what are the tasks were there in performing the transaction. It is a money transfer example. It is a money transfer example. Unit of work in this example, the unit of work, the transaction is defined. Is more elaborate explained here. See, for example, here the person, two persons were there. Here is the person A and the person B. The person A and he is the person B. The person A is transferring money to person B. For us, from our end, it appears to from our end, it appears as a single task, single transaction for us. Just giving money to him. It is manual, but let it be an online transaction. Online. For our understanding, I just kept it like a manual from hands, money transfer from hands. But It is the but it is the online system processing the transaction from A to B. Person A is transferring money to person B. For us, it appears as a single task, single transaction. Just the money is transferred from A to B. It appears to us for us as a single task. But for the system, it is a unit of work. But for the system, it is a unit of work. The system performs many tasks. Many tasks were executed from top to bottom to execute the money transaction. This transaction was executed from a group of unit of work. Unit of task from top to bottom, many tasks were performed to complete this transaction. First task. First task in the sense like it has to check the account details and the money in the account. Firstly, it will check the user is eligible to make the transaction. Eligible in the sense if the user is having enough money in his account to make the transaction. If the user is having enough money, if the user is having enough money in the account and the account is active, then the user is eligible for the then the user is eligible to make the transaction. Then the Kix first when the Kix identifies that the user is eligible, he is having enough money in his account and the account status is active, then the Kix will initiate the transaction, money transfer. Then the Kix will initiate the money transfer. First, the basic step in money transfer, like it is the second task, what it will do means first it have to deposit, first it have to debit the money from the sender. See here it is a sender, it is a receiver. Firstly, it should debit the money from the sender. The sender who is sending the money, who is making the transaction, who is transferring money in his account from his account, firstly the money has to be debited. And the debited money should be credited to the receiver. The person who is receiving the transaction, that money to be debited, credited, that money to be credited into the receiving, that money to be credited in the receiving transaction end. It is the receiving transaction and it is the receiver who is receiving the transaction of money. He should receive the money and the money should be credited in his account. Money is credited, money is debited. The money is debited and the money is credited to the receiving transaction end. And the both users should receive an message like the sender should receive a message like the money is credited and the receiver should receive a message like the money is debited, and the sender should also get a message like the receiver has received the money, has transferred, the transaction is successful. That message should be received by the sender. Like if any failure when performing this operation, while performing the whole operation, the transaction is 100% completed. The money from the sender is debited. The money from the sender is debited and the money to the receiver is credited. This process is 100% completed. This process is successfully processed all the unit of work and it is 100% completed. Money transfer is completed 100%. But when 100% completed, at the end stage to about to print the bill, the Kick server is shut down. The Kick server, with a problem, it has shut down. It has put to shut down. Then the details will not be updated. Then it will be great loss to the sender and great loss to the receiver, and it is mainly great loss to the bank or the transaction server providing the service. So it has to at any cost, when the transaction is 100% completed, when the money is debited and credited, the user and the sender should receive the message. Like it has to update the details in the database. Whenever the details were updated in the database, even if the loss of the server or the if the failure of the kicks, when database the details are updated in database, the receiver will receive the sender and the receiver will receive the message within a time, even 1 hour or 2 hours. The receiver and the sender will receive the message, avoiding the failure. Any failure committing, like any failure were happened, it will preventing the failure and the loss of money. It will be credited using the database with backup. The money is credited to the database. The money is the details and the other details credited and the debited details, all the details were updated in the database via Kix backup. Kix will have a backup, and that backup will perform this when in the failure of Kix. After the transaction is processed, 100% process of the transaction is completed 100%. The Kix must and should update the details in the database from the sender database and the receiver database. It should update the credited and the received account details. After the completion of the money transaction, both the credited user and the receiver, both the sender and the receiver will receive a messages. The sender will receive a credited message. The sender will receive a debited message, money debited from the account. The receiver will receive a credited message. Previously, we gone through what is meant by transaction. Transaction is a unit of work, and it performs a group of tasks from top to bottom. Like the transaction is initiated, when the transaction is initiated, it performs a transaction. A group of tasks were initiated from top to bottom. The group of tasks were executed. After the completion of all the tasks, then the transaction will be completed. Transaction is successful. Here it is the properties of transaction. Properties in the sense, what are the properties a transaction should have? What are the online transaction processing systems were there? Those transaction systems should have these properties for those transactions. What are the transactions they were making? Those transactions should have these properties. When these properties were there, only the transaction will be 100% effective. The transaction will be processed 100% efficiently. Transaction will be successful. The Kix is having these 4 transactions, so it is an efficient transaction system. It is a reliable transaction system. It performs the transactions in seconds, so it is reliable, and the transactions were efficient, so it is an efficient transaction system. Those 2 properties were made because of the 4 properties: atmosity, consistency, isolation, and durability, shortly termed as an acid. Atomicity, update only after 100% posted or about. Update. Update in the sense, like in database, what are the contents to be updated after 100% processed or about. Like if the when the Kix is processing the transaction has reached up to 70%. When the transaction is reached to 70%, due to some failure, the transaction is stopped. The transaction is stopped at 70% because of a failure. It should not update any contents in the database. Like when the transaction is aborted, like the transaction is stopped at 70%, the Kix shouldn't update any contents in the transaction. The Kix should delete all the about the transaction. The Kix should about the transaction and delete all the traces of the transaction. Like nothing should be there for the next transaction. We have to do it from the first. From the first, we have to perform the transaction. Nothing will be continued. The transaction which is stopped at 70% will be terminated, deleted. all the traces will be deleted, aborted. Only 100% successful. When the transaction is 100% completed, 100% successful, only the contents will be updated in the database, or else the contents were deleted. There will be no trace of the transaction. All the traces were deleted. There is no even a single trace that the transaction is performed. Consistency. Second property is consistency. Consistency in the sense accept only valid data. Valid data. It should accept only valid data. What is the transaction processing system is there? It should accept only the only valid data. For ATM, when we insert the ATM card, it will ask for ATM pin. ATM pin we will enter only numerical numbers. It shouldn't accept any alphanumeric like alphabetical order or like alphabetical numbers and other numbers. It should accept only numerical numbers 1 2 3. It should accept that numbers only. It should accept only numbers. It shouldn't accept any alphabet numbers, alphabet letters, small letter, capital letter. Nothing will be accepted. It will accept only numerical data. Numerical data here is termed as a valid data. Alphabet numbers, alphabet letters, capital letters, small letters, everything is termed as invalid data, and the transaction processing system will not accept the data. Transaction processing system will not accept the data. Isolation. Isolation in the sense it is a property of an online transaction processing system. It should separate each transaction in the sense hundreds of thousands of lakhs of users were accessing a transaction system at the same time. They all will access the transaction system at the same time. When they all were accessing the transaction system at the same time, performing the transaction simultaneously. No user should depend on other user should perform a transaction. Every transaction should be individual and every transaction should be processed. The dependency is not appeared in online transaction processing system. No user, it won't ask help for any other user. It won't ask any user permissions. Every user transaction is isolated. Every user transaction is independent. No user is disturbed or the no user. It won't provide any inconvenience to other user. When one user is making a transaction, it is an isolation property. Durability, it should withstand failure after 100% processor. When the transaction is 100% processed, it should withstand failure. For example, in flight ticket booking, like when we are booking flight tickets, when we are booking flight tickets, we entered all the details and we referred all the class, we given the number and we gave account details and we made the transaction. When the transaction is 100% completed, we paid the money is debited and the money is credited. After the transaction is 100% completed, we should receive a message like the details should be updated in database. Only when the details were updated in database only we will receive the message like the money is debited and the money is credited. Here from here only it is transferred to the bank. Like when 100% processed, it should update details in the database or else it will occur a great loss. It will cause a great loss. It should update the details in the database. That property is called durability. After the completion of the transaction 100%, it should withstand any failure. Like it should use another backup. Like if the this kick server is failed, then it should this kick server if this kick transaction server is failed in this flight ticket booking, it should have a backup. It should have a backup kicks. It should have a backup. From that backup, it should update the contents in the database. And the user should receive a message within an hour, within a day, or it will give a time. Then the user should update the contents in the database, and the user should get a credited and the debited message, and the transaction is successful message for the user. That property is termed as a durability. these four properties shown here, the every transaction online transaction processing system should have these four properties. Whenever the online transaction is having these four properties, then it is efficient and ideal transaction processing system. Kix is having these four properties, then the Kix is also termed as an ideal transaction processing system. It is an efficient and a reliable transaction processing system. Atomicity, consistency, isolation, durability. It is shortly termed as an ACID. Atomicity in the sense only after 100% processed, the transaction is 100% processed only. The kick should update the contents in the database, or else it should abort. Consistency, you should accept only valid data. Valid data in the sense numeric data means numeric data means you should accept only numeric data. Here, the numeric data will be termed as an valid data. Alphabet letters, capital letters, small letters, every other data is termed as invalid data. It should reject the data. Isolation means many users simultaneously access the database and perform the transaction simultaneously. Every user should be isolated. One user transaction shouldn't affect another user transaction. Both users should know. There should be no inconvenience for the both users, and both users should perform the transaction separately, individually. Durability, it should withstand any failure after the 100% processed. If after the completion of 100% the transaction, the details should be updated in the database. The transaction is 100% completed. The details must and should be updated in the database. Kix is also termed as Kix nucleus. Because Kix can execute transactions by its own, Kix, the customer information control system, can execute transactions by its own. Its own in the sense without any support of other jobs running. Like it doesn't need any other jobs to be submitted, and any other jobs to be run to execute the transactions. It can execute its transactions by its own in the sense like we can see the input, we can see the output within the kicks. We can give the input within the kicks and we can see the output within the kicks. It doesn't need any support of other jobs running. Other jobs need not to be submitted like JCL, MES commands. Other jobs and other commands are not needed to execute the transactions of Kix. Kix can execute its transactions by its own, like we can give the input within the Kix and we can see the output within the Kix. It is made possible to execute the transactions by its own because of the combination of control programs and control tables. Because of the control programs and control tables, we can execute the transactions. Kix can execute the transactions. Kix nucleus is a combination of control programs and control tables. With both, we can execute the transactions. Kix control programs and Kix control tables. Kix control programs, the list of Kix control programs are program control program, file control program, terminal control program, and storage control program. Kix control table list are program control table, file control table, terminal control table, and storage control table. Control program. First, what is meant by control program and what is meant by control table. Control program in the sense it is a source code. We are having many programs like a program to copy, IEB copy, and IEB journal. Those are the source program. Table in the sense like if I am accessing, if I am calling, if I am running a source program, here the source code will be there in program control table. The source code will be there. The program which is currently running. Suppose if I am running copy program, then the currently running copy program will be listed in table, program control table. In program control table, it will list the currently running programs and the currently running program source code will be in program control program. We will call the program from program control program. Here from program control program, we will call the program. When it is running, it is listed in program control table. Program will have the source code of all the programs. Program control table will have the list of the programs currently running. File control program and file control table. File control program, it consists of the source code of the files, file operations, source code for the file operations, source programs for the file operations. File operations are like open a file, close a file, update a file. These are the operations for program for open a file. Suppose for open a file, there is a program. That program is called from file control program. Currently, what is the program running is open a file. Open a file program is running, and that file is listed in file control table. Suppose if want to open a file, if I want to open a file, then the file control program consists of programs for open a file, close a file, and update a file. I want to open a file. I want to open a file here. I want to open a file. Then I will call the open file, open program from file control program to file control program to address space, and I will run that program. And I am running the file control program open a file program, and that program is listed here in file control table. What are the programs running were to open a file? I am running here. That program is listed here. Oh, open a file. That program is running here. The source program to open a file is brought to address space, and we will run here to perform to open a file and to perform to close a file. And the program currently running is listed in file control table. Next one is terminal control program. In terminal control program, it consists of the programs to connect a terminal when the user terminal in the sense users which are connected, like number of terminals it should have, number of users it should have, to define a user, the program to define a user, the program to terminate a user, the program to activate a user, the program to inactivate a user, the program to restrict number of users. All the programs will be in terminal control table. Terminal control program. All the programs will be in terminal control program. And the presently running programs, like the program to control the terminals, the program to, like the presently running, we are connecting a terminal and we are defining that. We are defined a terminal. We defined a terminal by a terminal definition program, so that the presently running terminal definition program will be listed here. What are the terminals defined will be listed here in terminal control table. To add a terminal, we have to define in terminal control table. Storage control program. Storage control program consists of storage control program. Storage control program consists of the programs to access the storage, like to allocate memory, to allocate storage, to free the storage. To allocate storage, it consists of a program to allocate the storage. To free the storage, it consists of a program to free the storage. And to delete a storage, it consists of the program to delete the storage. Storage control table, what are the programs we are assigned, what are the storages we are assigning, that all will be listed in storage control table. Active storages all listed in storage control table. Kix nucleus. Kix is also termed as Kix nucleus because Kix can execute transactions by its own. How it can execute means because of a control programs and control tables. With control programs and control tables, Kix can execute the transactions. Like we can give the input within the Kix and we can see the output within the Kix. We doesn't need any support of other jobs like other JCL commands and other JCL MVS jobs running. We don't need any support of other jobs running. And here some of the tables listed here. Program control program, file control program, terminal control program, storage control program. Yeah, I explained it through. Again, just going a brief introduction, brief review. Program control program, program control table. Program control program consists of the program source programs like copy, add, all the source programs will be in program control program. What are the programs running will be in program control table. File control program, it consists of the programs to open a file, to close a file, to update a file. File control table consists of the presently running programs. Terminal control program, it consists of the programs to define a terminal, active terminals, restricted terminals, number of terminals are connected. All the terminals will be listed in terminal control table. Storage control program consists of the program to free a memory, to release a memory, to get a memory, to allocate memory. All the programs will be in control table. What are the program running will be listed in storage control table. We gone through in previous lectures like what is meant by transaction, properties of transaction, and how Kicks execute the transaction. We gone to like Kicks can execute its transactions by its own because of control tables and control programs. Like Kicks consists of control programs and control tables. Because of both, Kicks can execute the transactions by its own, and we can see the output within the Kicks. We can give the input within the Kicks. We can see the output within the Kicks. Here it is an example. It is a simple basic example how a transaction is executed with program control tables and program processing table. Control tables and control programs, how it is executed, a transaction is executed, how Kix is executing the transaction, how it is executing, how Kix nucleus is executing the transaction. Here from terminal, see, it is the terminal DMO2. Here it is a terminal. DMO2 is a transaction issued by the terminal. The terminal in the sense it is a user interface where the user issues the transactions. DMO2. PC2 is a program control table. PPT is a program processing table. Kicks address space. Firstly, here the user issued a transaction. DMO2 transaction is 4 characters, 4 character ID. As we discussed earlier, transaction is a 4 character ID. With 4 character ID, we can identify it as a transaction. Firstly, when the user issues a transaction DMO2, here DMO2 transaction means it invokes an application. The user wants to run an application. To that, he performs a transaction called DMO2. The DMO2 is given to program control table. In program control table, it consists of the transaction IDs. Transaction IDs and the respective programs. For the user issued DMO2. DMO2 refers to program GORD-PGM2. Here DMO2, the user issues DMO2 to run the program ORD-PGM2. In program control table, the program can be identified from transaction ID. From transaction ID DMO2, the program is identified ORD-PGM2. Then it is sent to program processing table. In program processing table, it consists of the program and the location. Location in the sense where the program is. It is in the storage or on disk or in storage. It is in storage on disk dash D or some other way. It consists of where the program is. First we have to find where the program is. Then it is given to PPT, program processing table. In program processing table, see here ORD-PGM2 is the needed program. We need this program, and that program is in on disk. It is on disk. It is on disk only. It is on the Kicks operating disk only. Then it is given to the library module. It is the library module where we will have the load module. Load module for that program, the source code. where the program is there. From that, we load that program to Kix address space. In Kix address space, we run that program. We are running programs in this address space, so it is termed as Kix program region. Kix address space program region. Program region in the sense a separate address space is allocated to that region. Here programs to a separate allocation region, a separate region is allocated to a programs, all the programs. A separate region is allocated, a separate address space is allocated. Region in the sense a separate address space. In that address space only for programs, the program region means in that address space only programs will run. Like applications, say for example, if application region means in that application region only applications will run. So that like we assign regions, region means a separate address space. Here it is a Kix program region or Kix address space. It is for Kix program region, like we will run only programs. Again we gone through briefly. Firstly, from terminal the user issues a transaction ID DM02. In this example, this transaction is to invoke a application to run a application program to run a program. DM02. Firstly, the DM02, the transaction ID is given to program control table. In program control table, it consists of transaction ID respect to program. Like we to find the transaction IDs respect to program with transaction ID DM02. Here the program is identified ORD PGM2, and when program is found, we have to find where it is in, where the program resides. So it goes to program processing table. In program processing table, it consists of the program and the respective location. Here the program ORD PGM2 is on disk. So it follows to on disk. In disk there will be library and load modules. It consists of the program name and the program load module. Load module in the sense it's the source code and it is loaded to the address space. In address space only we will run the programs. In that address space we will run the program. Here the main agenda, the user issued a transaction to run a program, and the program is run here. Kix address space following these steps. Here, this address space is allocated to programs only to run programs. So this address space is termed as a program, Kix program region. Kix program region means a separate address space allocated to run programs. Kix application region in the sense a separate address space allocated to run the application. How Kix is started? Firstly, Kix can execute programs on its own, but Kix itself is a job started. Firstly, someone have to start the Kix. From then onwards, it can execute its transactions. It can run its jobs by its own. It doesn't need any support. Firstly, we have to start. Someone needs to start a Kix. We have to start the Kix as a started task. Someone has to start Kix. Customer information control subsystem. We have to start that subsystem. First, the kickstarting procedure is in three phases. Will be in three phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. In phase 1, from terminal, the user, the operator, the system operator will start the Kix. The Kix will be started by issuing a command called s space procedure name. Every organization is having their own procedure name. Each organization have their own procedure name. Generally, the procedure name will be CI Kix, Kix1, Kix2, that like procedure names. It is simply the subsystem name, the Kix subsystem name. Generally, it will be Kix, and many organization names will be differ. You will give like S means start, procedure name Kix. command will be issued. Then this command will invoke a procedure called dfh start in phase 2. When we issue a command s space procedure name, then this command will invoke a procedure called dfh start. Dfh start is invoked. Dfh start procedure is invoked. After dfh start procedure invoked, in phase 3, dfh sip is invoked. Dfh sip, dfh system initialization parameters. Dfh sip procedure is invoked in third phase. In second phase dfh start is invoked, and in third phase dfh sip is invoked. In dfh start we define all the parameters, many parameters like which type of start, like warm start, cold start, which type of start is also assigned in defined in dfh start, warm start, cold start, automatic start, which type is assigned here, dfh start. And it also defines the high level qualifier, which type of high level qualifier to be used for the kicks data sets. High level qualifier, which high level qualifier should be used for the kicks data sets, like what are the kicks data sets created in our jcl, like which data sets are created in our lpar, what are the data sets to be created when the kicks is running, the dynamic data sets, what are the name it should have, what are the high level qualifier it should have is also defined in dfh start. And also the number of regions kicks should have. Kicks can run in multiple regions. It is called as multiple region operations. Multiple kicks can communicate with each other. Region in the sense it is having a different unique address space. It will have each individual address space. In each individual address space, kicks will run. Those kicks will communicate each other. It makes possible, and it decreases the workload for kicks. Workload manager helps in processing these jobs. Kicks regions, the number of kicks regions it should have is also defined in dfh start. The number of kicks regions is also defined here, and many parameters will be defined here. And it also consists of the suffix for to invoke dfh sip. It also consists of suffix in the sense like dfh sip1, dfh sip2, like which dfh sip procedure to be taken, like which the dfh sip procedure is defined by the user is consists in dfh start. After all these executed, DFH start SIP is invoked. DFH SIP consists of DBcon, like to connect to database, to connect to other kicks. All those information will be in DFH SIP system initialization parameters. Okay, we will go back to it again. We will have a brief explanation again. Like I will explain in brief how kicks is started. Kicks is started in 3 stages: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. In phase 1, the user, the system operator who wants to start the cakes will issue a command called s space procedure name. S space procedure name in the sense like procedure name means the subsystem name. Each organization will define their own subsystem name. Generally, it will be like kicks only. Generally it will be like kicks 1, kicks 2, that's like region name also it will have as a space kicks. When the command is issued, it will invokes dfh start. Dfh start is a procedure. It consists of type of start, warm, cold, and it consists of in what how many regions the system, how many regions the kicks will have. Multiple regions means multiple region operating. It consists of and it consists of main element, it consists of third procedure, DFH SIP, it consists of DFH SIP procedure suffix. Phase 1 we issue S space S start, S space procedure name, it invokes DFH start, then DFH start invokes DFH SIP system initialization parameter. In these three stages, the system is initialized. The system is brought up. See, here is a example. Sys1.proclip kicks one. When the command in first stage SS space procedure name is issued, it will invoke DFS start. DFS procedure will be like this: sys1.proclip. It is an example of DFS start procedure. Sys1.proclip. In sys1.proclip, it consists of high-level qualifier CACS TS31.kicks. Like what are the data sets I'm created, it will have the starting name as CACS TS31.kicks. For copy, if I created a data set named copy, then it will have CACS TS31.cacs.copy. It is the data set name. It will have is having a high level qualifier called CACS TS31.cs. It is for normal data sets, runtime data sets. When Kix is running, when it is running, if it is created a data sets, the data sets will have this high level qualifier. And Kix TS31.kicks, it is a high level qualifier for Kix load libraries. In load libraries, it is the any data set created by us will be stored in these load libraries, and any data set created by the system when running is stored as a runtime data set. Runtime data sets, when the Kix is running, when it is running or submitting any jobs, any data set were created, the data set is termed as a runtime data set, DS data set. If we create normal data sets, then the data sets are termed as load libraries in Kix. Region name equal to 1. 1 in the sense it is having a single region. If it is having multiple region, then it have the multiple number 3, 4, 5. How many regions were Kix operating? Kix can have multiple regions. It is called multi-region operation, MRO, multi-region operation. Kix can have multiple regions. Then it is operating multiple region operation to decrease the workload. We use Kix in efficient operation. We use Kix to form regions. Each region will have a separate individual address space. Each region will have address space. Region equal to 256 m, in the sense like it is the size of the region. 256 m means 256 MB. It is the size of the region. Start equal to auto. These all are the start parameters, start definitions. Auto in the sense it can choose warm or emergency start. Auto in the sense like we will left to the system. If the system has a failure, then it will go with emergency start. If the system is normal, then it is go with warm start. Start equal to initial. Initial means when we bringing up the system Kix for first time and we are installing Kix, that time we will perform initial start run Kix. These all are start parameters. Dump tr, run Kix, it is for dump for backup. Out equal to c sap. Here sap system initialization parameter. Sap equal to n in the sense like n is the suffix of sap. Dfh sap n, that DFHSIPN procedure is invoked. From there, it is the stored stage. See here, the datasets created is having high level qualified DFH320 kicks. It is defined as the high level qualifier, so it is having it is the dataset created, so it is having the high level qualifier as DFH320.kicks. All these are Kix data sets. These are identified as Kix data sets because of the high level qualifier 3 DFH320 Kix. It is defined in DFH start procedure. As we see, DFHCST is the master. It is also called as the master data set. It consists of the information about all data sets, all resources, all the defined resources. It consists of all the information about the defined resources. Start, initial start, cold start, warm start, and emergency start. Initial start, we perform initial start. It is a new release of Kicks is being installed in the sense like when we are bringing up the Kicks for the first time. When the Kicks is installed, when the first time Kicks is installed in the ZOS, and on that only, at that time only, we perform the initial start. Initial start is performed when the Kicks was bought up for the first time. Cold start. Cold start to reinitialize the Kick system without catalog info. It is also like initial start only. But it is also initial start only. But we will perform the cold start to the presently running system. We installed it a year back. Now we want to reset. We want to delete all the information, and we have to start it from the beginning. So we perform cold start. It won't look for the previously stored data. What the programs running, what are the data user submitted, user updated, user modified, those all data will be left. All the users data previously used, and it will start the kicks from beginning. Auto in the sense, system will choose whether to use warm start or emergency start. Warm start is chosen when we perform normal shutdown. Normal shutdown in the sense like C space, we to follow a command called C space procedure name. Procedure name. When we given the C space procedure name, the C space kicks name, then the procedure, the kicks will be stopped. When the kicks is shut down, it is called normal shutdown. When the kicks is normal shutdown, then the kicks will choose warm start when it is starting. Like what are the previous program we are doing, what are the previous programs we are running, what are the previous data we are handling, it will resume from there. Like no data will be removed, no data will be lost. It checks the catalog for the previously stored data, for the previously stored backup. From that backup, it will start. Emergency restart means if we perform C space immediate shutdown, C space procedure, immediate shutdown, C space shutdown for normal, C space immediate shutdown for emergency shutdown. When we perform this immediate shutdown, when we perform this immediate shutdown, it closes all the programs, it shutdowns immediately. It closes all the presently running programs, presently running jobs, all submitted jobs, and it will terminate the kicks. We will lost all the information in that, like power failure, that all at when power failure happened, when kicks failure happened, when software failure happened, that time emergency restart, the emergency start is used. Warm start means if we perform shutdown, like it will wait for all the programs to close, all the running programs to close. When all the running programs finish at the execution, it will shut down. It is like our laptop shutdown or computer shutdown. When we make shutdown, it will show the presently running programs. Emergency start is like a power failure, power off, those system failure, software failure. Those are emergency start. These are normally shut down. In normal shutdown, the system will choose warm start. In emergency shutdown, immediate shutdown, the system will choose emergency start. Okay, I explain again. Initial start. Initial start. It is we do initial start for Kicks being installed. Kicks being installed for the first time, or an update of Kicks is installed. It is like bringing up the Kicks for the first time. We are performing from beginning. There is no catalog information. There is no backup. Nothing. Cold start. Cold start It is reinitialize the kick system without catalog info. Like we are resetting the kicks, we are deleting all the information and starting without going for backup or without seeing the catalog information. We that type of start is known as cold start. Auto in the sense we are giving the system to choose. The system will choose which type of start. For warm start means when the previous user performed normal shutdown, like C space shutdown command is issued and shut down the kicks normally, then it goes for warm start. The system chooses warm start. It establishes the system status will be like previous termination. In previous termination of the system is that status will the system will come. The system will come to that status. For emergency start, if a power failure or software failure, suddenly the power is off, the suddenly system is shut down. In that purpose, the system itself will choose emergency restart. And that start is also known as uncontrolled. That shutdown is known as uncontrolled shutdown. System service in the sense these are the major functions provided by the kicks. As database is having five major functions, five address bases. Those are the major functions in database. In Kix, these five system services are the major functions provided by the Kix. Those are data handling functions, data communication functions, application program services, monitoring function, system services. Data handling function. Data handling function in the sense it provides interface with database and vSAM. It provides interface with database and vSAM. Data handling in the sense of how the Kix is handling the data. What is the interface provided for the Kix to access the data? Data will be in database. How the Kix is accessing the database. And data, some other servers, the data will also be contained in vSAM. For small organizations will keep their data in vSAM and large organizations will prefer to database. As it is the database management system, it will provide security and the data processing and the data updating and the data retrieval will be easy in DB2 database. Data communication functions. It provides the interface with BTAM, BTAM, TCAM. Like data communication functions help the user to access the kicks. How the user is connected to the kicks. It provides the interface to connect to the kicks. What is the interface the user using to connect with kicks and to access the kicks? VTAM, Virtual Telecommunication Access Method, BTAM, Basic Telecommunication Access Method, TCAM, Telecommunication Access Method. BTAM and TCAM are outdated. Now we were using VTAM. With VTAM, we are connecting with VTAM. User is connecting to kicks. User will use VTAM, will connect to VTAM, and from VTAM, the user is connected to kicks and accessing the kicks and kicks resources, performing transactions and accessing the kicks database and accessing invoking the Kix applications. Kix application program services. Kix application program services it provide interface with application programs. Like there were many programs in Kix. There were many programs, lakhs of programs are running in Kix. To invoke application, to run a application, to process some transactions, the applications were invoked application programs in Kix, there were many application programs. We're coming to application programs, they were bought up with many programming languages. Kix can interface with C language applications. Kix can interface with Python language applications. Kix can interface with many other programming language applications. Kix itself having a C, CI and CEDF, CEDF CECA Kix Execution Command Interpreter, CEDF Kix Execution Diagnosis Facility. Kix is having its own Kix Execution Diagnostic Facility. Kix Execution Diagnostic Facility and CECA Command Kix Execution Command Interpreter. Kix Execution Command Interpreter, what is the task, what is the job it performing is like Kix to interface with a Python application. Command Interpreter will convert the Kix applications into Kix commands into Python language. It will accept, it will perform like a translator. It will perform the task, it will perform the role of a translator. So it is termed as a Kix execution command interpreter. Kix execution diagnostic facility. Kix execution diagnostic facility. It will run the code. It will scan the code. It will scan the entire code for syntax error. Like if any syntax error were there, the syntax errors are prompted. If there is no errors, then the Kix, then there is no errors. There is no syntax errors. Then it will show like the compilation is successful. It compares the code. It will scan for any syntax error. CECA Kix execution command interpreter. It will try it acts as a translator between Kix and the application programs. Kix execution diagnostic facility. The Kix is having its own diagnostic facility. It will scan the entire code for any syntax errors. Monitoring functions. Monitoring functions, Kix is having certain other functions to monitor resources. Will have many resources are like printer, database, vsam database, datasets, many other resources Kix will have. Interface points, users, many resources will be there in Kix. Monitoring resources in the sense to making the statistics for resources, making the statistics of resources, how the resource is processing, like storage element, how much storage is available, how much storage is completed, the speed of the storage, the speed of the retrieval, the speed of the update, the speed of the modification, the speed of the processing, all the printer, the speed of the printer, the status of the printer, all those functions are termed as a monitoring functions. Those are performed by SEMT and other functions. SEMT in the sense Kix execution master terminal. With these we will perform monitor. With these monitoring functions are mainly used in troubleshooting. Like if an error is occurred, if the Kix is shut down to while bottom the Kix, while restarting the Kix, while bringing up the Kix, we can use those terminals. Like we can use those log, those backups will help us to bring the Kix to troubleshoot the Kix. Like any errors can when any occurs previously occurred will be stored in that log. With that log, while accessing that log, we can clear those errors. Like we can recover from the errors. System services. System services in the sense like Kix and the JetOS interacting. Like how Kix is interacting with the JetOS. Like JetOS, firstly, JetOS is the major operating system in mainframe. Kix it is the sub system or the sub operating system in mainframe. Like how Kix is interacting with the mother OS, JetOS. Like Kix is needed to get a memory. Like it needs some memory to run a application or to install a application. The Kix will interact with JetOS for a memory in the main mother or mother storage. Like the JetOS receives the request and JetOS will get the memory, free the memory after the completion of the task or after the running of the program. The Kix won't need the necessary anymore. So it will request the JetOS system to free the memory. Then the JetOS system will free the memory. These five are the major functions of Kix. With these five functions, we can handle the data. The Kix can access the data. Kix can access the data from the database using data handling function. Data communication function. With data communication function, a user can interface with the Kix and access the Kix. Application programming services, if the user accessed an application, if the user invoked an application to open, if the user invoked the application to run, if the user invoked a program to execute it, all those are performed using application programming services. Monitoring services, it is used to perform backup. Like if a serious failure was occurred, to recover from that failure, we can use this function. We can retrieve the data from the data log. We can retrieve the data from the kicks log, global log, and system services. From system services, like how Kicks is interacting with the JetOS to free a memory to get a memory. These are the major 5 functions. With these 5 functions, the Kicks performs all the major tasks. Kicks basic process, how Kicks is interfaced with storage, -D and DB2, and how Kicks is interfaced with the terminal, and how Kicks is interfaced with application program. It is a basic process and it's a basic block diagram how Kicks is interfaced with user and the storage. Firstly, the interface with the user and the Kicks. This interface is termed as a front end. Front end. It is the interface of front end. It is the interface of user and Kicks. The interface of user and the Kicks is termed as a front end, and the interface with Kicks and the storage is termed as a backend. Backend, or it can be termed as a storage end. The interface between Kicks and the storage is termed as a backend or storage end, and this end Kicks and application is termed as a processing end. This end is termed as a processing end. Front end, where the user is connected to the Kicks. Backend, where the Kicks is connected to the storage. Processing end, where the Kicks is processed, where the processing is taken place. Here, firstly, the Kicks is connected to the terminal is connected to the Kicks. Terminal in the sense it is a user. What is the user using? Console or emulator 3270. What is the console or the terminal or the user using the console, the emulator? All these were termed as a terminal. It is considered as a terminal. VTAM, BTAM, TCAM. These are the interface methods. The user or the terminal will interface to the Kicks via these interface methods. VTAM, Virtual Telecommunication Access Method. BTAM, Basic Telecommunication Access Method. TCAM, Telecommunication Access Method. BTAM and TCAM were outdated. These both techniques were outdated. Presently, we are using VTAM, Virtual Telecommunication Access Method. The terminal, the user, is connected to the Kicks via VTAM. Via VTAM, we are connecting to the Kicks. It comes under data communication function. There will be 5 major functions: data handling function, data communication function, application programming services, monitoring services, and system services. In that services, this front end, this interface end will be termed to data communication end. It is termed as data communication function. How the user or the terminal is interfacing with Kicks. Programming end, like how the program is interfaced with Kicks application programs. The Kicks, how the Kicks is interfaced with application programs. This function is provided with application programming services. Application programming services. With application programming services, the Kicks can The kicks can be interfaced with application programming services, and storage. It is data handling function. The data handling function provides interface with the interface for kicks with storage dash D, vSAM and DB2. Small organization provides vSAM and large organization provides vSAM. Small organizations use vSAM and large organizations use DB2. It is data handling function. Data handling function. Okay. Process. How the process takes place. How the process takes place, like how when a user is making a request, how the request was bring to kicks, and how the kicks takes that request, and how kicks will process that request, and where the request will be given, and from where the user will receive the response, how the kicks will give the response to the user. Firstly, criminal. Terminal in the sense like the user makes a transaction from terminal. The user requests a transaction from terminal. From here, the user makes a transaction to perform a task. For example, here just consider like the transaction is to access a data from database. The terminal, the user makes a transaction. The user will connect to VTAM, and from VTAM he will connect to Kicks, and the transaction will be given to Kicks. In Kicks, the Kicks will process the transaction using these application programs. In these application programs, the transaction is processed like the user requested database. So the application program will invoke the database. And access the information. Will invoke the database and access the user requested information, user requested data, and that data will be brought to the Kicks. And from Kicks, the data is brought to the terminal user, and the user receives the data, requested data. The user requests the data, and the user receives data. User requests the data, making a transaction, and the user receives the data as a transaction. The transaction is completed. It is a basic process how a transaction is takes place. From terminal, user makes a transaction. From terminal, the user makes a transaction is a front end how user is connected to Kicks. The user makes the transaction from terminal. The transaction is brought to Kicks. From Kicks, if the user invokes an application to be run, then the application processes that transaction. The user accesses the data, then the application program accesses the database DB2 or vSAM. From there, the data is accessed. If there is no, if the data is not present in database, then it will go for the local dash D. And if the data is there in dash D, then the data will be retrieved to Kicks. And from Kicks, the data is retrieved and given to terminal, the requested user. It is a basic process how the data is. It's the basic process. In this example, we discussed about how the terminal or the user makes a transaction, and how the data is processed, the transaction is processed, and how the data is taken from dash D, and how the data is given back to the user. Firstly, from front end, the user makes the transaction. In Kicks, the transaction is processed. The transaction is about to invoke a application, and the application will be invoked, the application will be brought up, and the application will be run. If the transaction is about to access a data, then the transaction is given to, and the request is given to dash D DB2. The data will be accessed from the DB2. and the data requested data will be brought to Kix, and from Kix the data is given to the terminal, given back to the terminal. It is the basic process, Kix process, how the terminal is interacting with Kix, the user is interacting with Kix, and how the Kix is processing the transaction, interacting with the application programs, and how the Kix is accessing the storage. How to identify Kix message related? Like we will have in Kix console, we will receive many messages. In that messages, how we can identify these are Kix messages, these are Kix messages, these are DB2 messages. Only messages will be there, log messages, system messages, operator messages, many messages will be there. In that messages, how to identify Kix messages? All messages starting with DFH related to Kix. Like what are the messages in the console we see starting with DFH, those messages are related to Kix. DFH space DDNN. DD means the domain which the Kix is operating, and that domain name is mentioned here. NNN means number. It is like job number, it differs. Component CC, it is a component name or component number, and it is also have a number like job number. This is how Kix messages are identified. Kix messages are identified by DFH. All the Kix messages are started with DFH. DFH space DD and then this format. Kix message may appear in this format or Kix message may appear in this format. DFH से DD or NN, DFH space CC or NN. Kix resources are transactions, programs, files, and terminals. All these are termed as Kix resources. SCADA, we will create all these resources using SCADA, SEMT, and other Kix functions. With these, we will create Kix execution master terminal. With this, we will create Kix resources. All the resources created, all the Kix resources created, all the information of the resources will be in DFHCSD, this data set. DFHCSD data set will contain all the resources created by the SCADA. Those are in groups and list format. Transaction, program, terminals, and files, those are in group and list format. Everything created will be in groups and list. In database, what are the data we are created, those all will be in tables and groups and table space format. Table space format. Here it will be in group and list format. Transactions, programs, files, terminals. What are the resources we created will be in DFHCSD data set. DFHCSD data set. And when we are accessing transactions, when we are processing the transaction, then the transactions are taken to transaction txt table, transaction table. In transaction table, what are the transactions executing will be in transaction txt table. Programs, the programs are taken to PD, program table. What are the programs executed, what are the programs running will be in program table. Files, what are the file open, file close, file update, all the operations performing will be in file control table. Terminals, what are the terminals defined, what are the terminals restricted, what are the terminals were active, what are the terminals were inactive, how many terminals were there, what are the terminals defined. Every information will be in table control table. In this dynamic system allocation DSA, there will be space for all these tables, storage tables. What are the programs executed will be in dynamic storage allocation. all the programs executed will be all the programs executed will be in transaction table, program table, file control table, and terminal control table. Here all the resources executed will be in these four tables. What are the transaction executing will be in transaction table. What are the programs executing will be in program table. What are the files executing will be in file control table. What are the terminals executing will be in terminal control table. With SCADA and SEMT, we create the resources. The resources will be in group and list format. All the resources we have created will be in DFHCST dataset. DFHCST dataset, it is the master dataset. It consists of all the resource information, all the resources what we have created. Those all will be in DFHCST. It consists of transaction programs, files, and terminals. These are the resources we created. When we are accessing the resources, suppose we are accessing the transactions, it is brought to the transaction table. In transaction table, those are executed. Programs, these are brought to the program table. In program table, these programs were executed. In files, to open a file, to close a file, to update a file, all the file resources, file programs will be brought to file control table. Terminals, what are the terminals we are accessing, what are the terminals we are using, what are the terminals we are defined, what are the active terminals, what are the inactive terminals, what are the programs we defined, all the programs will be in terminals. These are brought to terminal control table and run here. These will be running in DFH, this region unlisted here. All these resources will be run in KICS regions. DFHCTP1 is a KICS region, DFHCTP1, these are the KICS resources. In this region, these all resources will be executed, and these all resources what are executing will be listed in these tables: transaction table, program table, file control table, table control table, and these resources are created by SCADA. SCADA create the resources, and the resources are stored in DFHCST master dataset. And when we are executing these resources, those resources are executed in KICS address space DFHCTP1. What are the resources executing will be listed in their respective tables. If files were executing, then it will be in file control table. Programs, it is listed in program table. Terminal, it is listed in terminal table. Transaction, it is listed in transaction table.